velocity of the electron in nth orbit. How to start with? Same description for all that. Consider an atom with a nucleus and electron. Nucleus, when I say nucleus, nuclear charge, you have to tell the sentence. Z is atomic number, E is electronic charge. Therefore, how to form a sentence? Consider an atom with a nucleus and an electron revolving around the nucleus, and nuclear charge is Zt, where Z is atomic number, E is electronic charge, and this is positive in nature. Electronic charge is what? Nuclear charge is positive. Electron is what? Negative. And m is the mass of the electron, and v is the velocity of electron. R is the radius of the nth orbit. You have to make a sentence, right? For that, 1 mark. If you write the diagram, this is for 1 mark. If we consider an electron revolving around an atom, around the nucleus, with nuclear charge Zt, where Z is atomic number, E is electronic charge, and m is the mass of the electron, v is the velocity of the electron. What is according to electrostatic force? Electrostatic force balances centripetal force. Like this you would write. Electrostatic force between what? Between nucleus and electron. Right? This is called condition for, what is that? Condition for stationary orbit. This is the first law, first Bohr's theory. There are 3 theories. Condition for stationary orbit is what? Electrostatic force. What is electrostatic force? Electrostatic force is equal to centripetal force. What is centripetal force? Electrostatic force is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. 1 by 4. Q1 and Q2. Q1 is what? This is Q1. This is Q2 by R square is not. Q1 is plus Zt. Q2 is what? Minus E by square of the distance. That is equal to what? Centripetal, what is that? MVA square. What is MV square by R? See, half MV square. Kinetic energy, no, half MV square. Instead of 2, you write R here. Here this R get cancelled. Here plus and minus, therefore this become, here also equal and opposite. Simply put minus here so that you cancel this. Right? Therefore 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Zt square by R is equal to M and V. MV square. Right? Therefore, here, what is the V square you got, but you want V, is it not? How to do this? Second law. What is the second law? I'll try. According to the second law of Bohr's theory, what the second law is called? Quantum condition, correct? Quantum condition. What is the quantum condition? The electrons are revolving in the stationary orbit, in which angular momentum is integral multiple of nh by 2 pi. That is angular momentum. Momentum is equal to integral multiple of h by 2 pi, where h is the Planck constant, n is principal quantum number, angular momentum is mass into velocity is equal to linear momentum multiplied by r is angular momentum. Therefore, mvr is equal to n h by 2 pi. Therefore, here how to do this? You square it now. Is it possible? R shall we substitute here? I'll substitute R here. I'll substitute R. Therefore, R is equal to NH by 2 pi M and V. R is equal to NH 2 pi. This r I will substitute here, because 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught z square. R is what? R is nh by 2 pi m v is equal to m v square by v square. Now this goes up 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught z square 2 pi mv nh is equal to m v square. This m will get cancel. 1v get cancel. What else? Here 2 get cancelled. Therefore z square, this pi also get cancelled, this pi also get cancelled. Z square, here nothing is there, no? Here epsilon is there, nh is there, v is there. Therefore v is equal to e square epsilon naught h, epsilon square h z into n. Look, you got it. Therefore what you have to do is simple way you can do it. Look, electrostatic force 1 by 4 pi epsilon r q1 q2 by r square is equal to mv square by r, and r get cancelled, right? Then again quantum condition, what is mvr? Second law. First law, second law you applied. Put that r here, r you substitute and you cancel, you will get this. Let me see what is the consequences. See, now coming back to the CET, see, this is for 3 marks they'll ask you for final exam. For CET, what are the questions they will ask? Look here. Condition for quantum condition. Electrostatic force is equal to centripetal force. Here what you get? What is, they may ask you kinetic energy. What is mv square r? Mv square r is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught z square by r, you got it, is it not? Then again what? Angular momentum mvr is equal to integral multiple of h by 2 pi. These are all quantum, this is quantum condition. Quantum condition 1 mark CET. This is also mv square r, you got it. Here if you write kinetic energy, if you multiply by half, what you'll get? You'll get kinetic energy, formula for kinetic energy. Kinetic energy they may give 1 by 8 pi epsilon naught z square by r. You will be getting this also. You have to identify kinetic energy. That moment, what is the object? In CET, just you have to multiply half, that's all. Your angular momentum, you know. If then according to quantum condition, V is equal to NH by 2 pi mr. They may give this also according to quantum condition. What they have done, this they brought it down here. Then again, what is the velocity? This you have to remember. Velocity of the electron is equal to epsilon square e square h, okay, by z and n. See, what do you observe from this? Is a constant, is it not? Velocity of the first orbit for hydrogen atom. For hydrogen atom, what? Z equal to 1, is it not? Therefore, if you remember this, you can write e square by epsilon naught h. This also they have asked in CET and NEET also they have asked. This is they have asked in NEET, but they have asked in a CET there. And here what? 1 by n. What you observe from this is a constant. Velocity is inversely proportional to n. What do you mean by this? Here first orbit. This is the second orbit. This is the third orbit. V1, V2, V3. Larger the where velocity, here so fast it goes. Here slowly it goes. Here very, very slow. When it make 1 round, this make 10 rounds. Therefore what? V1 is greater than, V2 is greater than V3. Because N1 is less than, 2 is less than, 3 is not. Therefore lower orbit moves fast, moves faster. That is very, very important. Lower orbit, inner orbit move fast. Lower means inner orbit move fast. In CET, this is CET questions. Then again what? They'll ask you this also. Velocity is inversely directly proportional to charge. What do you mean by this? Among hydrogen and helium, right? First orbit and helium. Here hydrogen, here helium is 2, no, Z is 2. Here helium Z is equal to 1, that equal to 1. Which move faster? When I take it 1 round, helium take 2 round. Understood? V1 is less than V2, less than V3. Therefore here that means velocity of this is greater than V1. That means velocity of helium, velocity of electron in the helium is equal to velocity of hydrogen in the first orbit. Velocity of electron in hydrogen. In the first orbit, slowly it moves fast. Lithium, what happens? Lithium, very fast, 30 times. This is 10 meter per second, this is 20 meter per second, this is 30 meter per second. See, these all are for CET exams or NEET exams. But in the examination for final exams, if you have derived this for 3 marks, then only we'll get it. Okay? Thank you. Next I will do that. We'll discuss what is that energy or expression for the energy we have done and what are the possible questions they are asking this one. Lyman series, Balmer series and problems and all that. Okay?